Hey guys, it's been a while since I've done a video. So we've moved to a new city, new home, new house. We've been through quite a bit and I appreciate you guys understanding. You know, like the title says, should you buy a used Land Rover Discovery? Years ago, I would have said no, because reliability, just like the older Jags, was always a problem. And I think these days Jaguar have taken care of the mechanical side of things especially, and also the electronic side of things. Things are a little better put together. So if you are interested in buying one, you need to head down to Land Rover in Centurion. They were kind enough to lend me this car so that I could review it for you guys. And I think you guys are going to be just as pleasantly surprised as I am on just how good this thing really is. So let's get inside and take a look at the interior. Now, being a 2016 model, you can see a little bit of maybe dated controls here, because all the new Range Rovers, Land Rovers, they all have this, you know, they got the double screen thing. Over there we have a screen, and the newer ones have this floating screen below the air vents over here with your climate control, whereas the upper one is dedicated to your sound. We actually have a CD player here. I don't know how many cars still come out with CD players nowadays. Nobody really uses them. We have in this particular model the old Land Rover Jaguar gear shift knob, if we can call it that. In here we've got a place for our phone, and then down there we have an area where you can check your phone. Now that is not a wireless charging pad for you to charge your phone. And then down here we have cup holders for the Americans who love their cup holders, and we've got a 5-volt USB charger here. That's quite interesting. They have another 12-volt socket over here, you know, plus they have 2 USB ports over there, and they have an HDMI port. So the SIM is actually for, well, I suppose it's for the maps. This is a very, very nice interior. I like, they call this stone on the option sheet, and I think the seats are very, very nice. They're heated in this particular car. If we look over there, we've got heated seats over there, and demister, AC, and here is all the terrain control for the car. So, you know, it's your hill descent control and all that stuff. A lot of it's actually automatic in the car itself. This is one button I keep hitting every time I start this thing, because this is the automatic stop-start button. So if you hit this after starting the car, it'll turn the automatic stop-start off. If you don't turn that off, every single time you bring the car to a stop at a traffic light, it switches the engine off. And let's face it, this is South Africa, it's not exactly safe to do that. I'm just going to turn on the instrument cluster. It's going to do a little dance. The instrument binnacle, I like it. I'm going to start it. And as you can hear, the engine's running now. It's very, very soft inside. This binnacle looks a lot like the current Jags, you know, the XE and the XF. Probably identical, in fact. And the same thing. And then over here we have the touch screen. Okay, it did say there that the car is offline. There isn't a SIM, so the maps are not updated, but it does have Google Maps, which is very nice. That's a really, really nice feature. The maps are not transferable to this little LCD screen over here. It's got the Meridian sound system in it, and you know, you really, I mean, it's a great sound system. Once you hear this system, you probably won't want for anything else. You know, glove box, it's not soft opening like Jaguars used to be. This is very, like, you want the glove box open, it's open. This whole thing over here is the electronic handbrake and or park brake, and you can only pull it up to engage it. Every time you put the car in reverse, which I'm going to do now, it will disengage the park brake automatically. So if I put it in reverse, you guys will see the camera behind us. You can see the view, and this is the 10-inch screen, by the way. You get a 8-inch option as well, and quite frankly I don't really see too much of a problem between the 8-inch and the 10-inch, other than the maps are bigger when you're displaying your maps. You can see the temperature is pretty hot today. The AC is set to 16, but outside it's currently 26. The AC is pretty much like Audi's, and this is 2016. Hey, the temperature displays on the inside of the knobs, which is very interesting. And if you turn the fan up, that's the effect you're going to get there. And you've got dual climate control, which is very, very nice. But it's very interesting to see this, you know. And I think if you turn it completely down into low, it goes on to, are you nuts? And if I turn the AC off entirely, these things just, okay, you can still see the little propeller there, but they just look like, well, they look like this knob, actually. And if you turn it on, then you can see climate settings, which I think is very, very nice. Window controls are typical Land Rover up here, which, you know, Land Rover just didn't get over that. You know, lots of people have said, why did they put it up here? Because if it's raining and you turn the window down to maybe stick a ticket in a boom or something, or a drive-through, these controls are going to get wet. And all the Land Rovers were not very good with electronics, and, you know, they're really just opening the legs with this one. But having said that, I think the electronics on the on this car in particular are very, very good now. Now, some other finer details are hard-wearing materials over here. They are nice and soft. It's not leather, but it's nice and soft. But this is nice and squishy. We've got beautiful stitching here, and the stitching continues all the way over here. This entire thing is like a soft, spongy pad. It's really, really nice. If you're wondering what that is, this is actually the access to get this entire door handle off, or to take the door pad off. So they've got a big, bulky cover here, covering a tiny little Torx 27 screw. You know, the Meridian sound system is, like I said, a very, very good sound system. And you've got speakers there, there, there. You got one over there, and you got in the back. And I'm going to take you guys to the back now as well. Just look how nice and chunky these rear doors are. Really, really chunky. And this is some serious chunky stuff. I like it. Very, very nice. So sitting in the back, you can see I'm 6 foot tall, and I have more than enough legroom here. There's lots of room underneath the driver's seat, and this is my driving position in front of me, and the passenger seats aligned with the driver's seat, so 2 6 foot tall people could actually sit in the front. And look at all that rear leg room over there. That's pretty good. Really nice for, you know, going to view game at the Kruger National Park. You'll have a really, really nice panoramic view of all the wildlife around you. And, you know, like I pointed out in the front, we have more speakers over there, we've got speakers over there, and then we've got 2 speakers up here as well, which is quite interesting. This car came fitted with the 7-seater package, and there are 2 seats in the back there, and I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. Tailgate's not electric. These seats are actually quite dirty. I think somebody had a dog in here. So if we want to put them down, pull that, push it forward. And there we go. Easy peasy. Some real nice cargo space in there. We have a grab handle over here, nice and chunky, and a 12-volt socket in the back as well. Some really nice, thoughtful things they've thought of. So as the title of the video says, should you buy a used Land Rover Discovery? And my answer is yes. After having driven this and feeling that beautiful Land Rover cushiony ride, and just how, you know, I don't know, I mean, Land Rover's really come a long way in terms of quality and durability. I think durability is one of the most important things. They weren't known in the past to be, well, reliable, you know, just like the Jags were. And I think they've come a long way. So, in short, this is a 2016 model. I think it really is worth a look. If you do live in the area and you live close to where Jaguar Land Rover Centurion is, then go down to Land Rover, give this baby a test drive. It really is a beautiful ride. And being a 2-liter diesel, it's light on fuel, and you're not going to complain when you know, leave the fuel pumps. And I don't think you'll see the fuel pumps too often, in fact. So, you know, I think it definitely is worth a go. The camera is askew. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. Stay tuned for more. If you haven't, hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel, and also click that little notification bell so you can be informed when I next release a video. There will be a few interesting videos coming up in the future, so stay tuned for those. Adios. Bye.